Hello, my name is Martin Nealon. Thank you for taking the time to look through my project today. The project is called Gothic Renaissance, based on the idea that we will be using both Gothic and Renaissance inspiration and overlaying this historical context onto a modern design. The use of the word Renaissance within the title not only refers to the period of history, but also to the underlying principles of the time when a renaissance of thought process was required to break with old ideologies. Project 3 looks at the current Western culture's reliance on monochronic design that leads to a linear thought process and analyses the benefits of a polychronic approach where ideas are cyclical in nature. These basic models have been developed to explain the difference between the monochronic and polychronic process of design methodology. The diagram on the left shows a monochronic thought process where ideas are used in a linear format, where two sources of inspiration are used to create the new design. On the right, you can see a representation of a polychronic thought process, where multiple sources of references are placed on a cyclical orbit around a central idea. To explain this principle further, I've overlaid a current example of a garden design within a monochronic format. The garden design in the centre is typical of contemporary gardens being produced today, and on face value it looks like an original take on a modern scheme. When you analyse this further, however, you can see that the design actually uses the rectilinear format of 1960s garden designs and also Renaissance-inspired topiary gardens. These two references have been applied in a linear thought process where the two ideas come together to create a blend of the two references. By contrast, the polychronic model has three references: modern bridge design, Gothic and Renaissance, which are placed in a cyclical orbit allowing for fluidity of thought, which breaks the linear pattern and produces a new hybrid design. The dissertation forms a rational analysis of the monochronic and polychronic thought processes, and the following project offers a working example of how the polychronic thought process can be applied within a garden design. This concept board was developed to express the visual language that will underpin the following designs. These sketches show some of the thought processes from my think book, which was used to brainstorm ideas before applying to the main project. The pencil sketches have been produced to assess the architectural form and then modelled to see the effect of colours and textures. This sketch perhaps summarises the thought process the best. You can see the traditional architectural details starting to come together with the modernist ideas with the bridge to create a modern version of a cloistered walk. A further example of polychronic thought process can be seen here. As part of the primary research, I came across the beautiful orangery at Lyme Park in Yorkshire. Instead of copying the idea within a linear thought process, I reimagined what the architect would have done if the same brief was given to him today. The results, as you can see, are strikingly different. The following video walkthrough shows the final proposed scheme. The background music is by Lisa Gerrard, and it's a modern aria which in itself creates a fitting backdrop to the design, as she's taken the traditional music form and recontextualised it within the modern idiom. I hope you enjoy the video as much as I've enjoyed modelling it. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. The video was meant to be read in conjunction with the dissertation, thinkbook and dossier to gain a full understanding of the thought processes and design development that have gone into the production of the final scheme. Thank you so much for taking the time to look through the presentation. If you would like to know more about my work or contact me to discuss the project, links can be found on this page. Thanks again for watching. Kind regards, Martin.